What's up, Fire fam? My name's Kiahonfire and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today I'm going to be doing a video about achievements. More importantly, all of SIPTAH achievements and how you actually get them and all fill them out. As of current, we have 11 different achievements that you can actually get, and you should be able to get these on multiple platforms. So what I'm showing you should work on all platforms. So I'm going to start from top to bottom so you kind of understand what's going on here. First achievement is in the vault. Now you can go to any of the vaults to be able to do this. There are several around the map. I'm here right now having a look at this one in particular. All you need to do is pretty much go ahead and go inside and explore the entire thing. So from start to finish, and there you go. You should be able to get that achievement by doing this. Next one is the temple. So this is visit a ley shrine. You're simply going up to any of the ley shrines around the middle of the map and going to visit them, and that's all there really is to it. There are 6 you can visit on the map to be able to get this achievement. There's the serpent ley shrine, there's birdmen, demon, goblinoid, drowned, and a fiends. I recommend you go to one that isn't inhabited, so you want to go to either the demons, the serpent, or the drowned. Next one is beyond the wall of sleep. Enter the maelstrom. This is entering the big storm in the middle of the map with all the scary creatures. It's going to be a bit challenging because you're going to have all these creatures that will spawn in, and it'll be in the middle. All you need to do is pretty much be in it. You could be on the borders and you can still get this achievement. You don't have to go directly in within. So pretty much just directly within the cloud wall you're seeing kind of around here and under the big red circle in the middle. Next achievement is the Haunter of the Dark. Reach the tower. So you're looking to go right in the middle of the map again to be able to get to the Tower of SIPTAH. So you only really need to be close to it. It does get very cold here. There are some nasty mobs here as well you want to be careful of, but you should be able to get the achievement just by going down to the staircase, which is as simple as going on the southern side of this middle part and then going straight up the stairway, and then go ahead and interact with this. Memorize a sigil. Now this actually goes together well with the other achievement in the vault, because you're always guaranteed a sigil in the end chest of a vault. Unless you're with friends and they eat it, of course, then you won't get it. So just bear that in mind. Pretty much you want to complete an entire vault, kill the boss, and enter the loot room. And it's this chest that will have the sigil. Sigil of the Harpy is the one I'm eating today, but the sigil in every single vault that you can obtain. So you just go ahead and use it. Use a sigil. You should be able to get that achievement. Our next one is a combination of actually 2 achievements. You actually need to do one achievement to achieve the other achievement, which is actually quite funny. So we have the Outsider, defeat a Surge Summons. And then we also have the Silver Key, obtain question mark. Yes, that's a lot of question marks. This could also correlate with the other God's achievement, which is draw forth the most powerful Surge. But we'll tackle one at a time. We're going to start with the Silver Key. So with the Silver Key, you need to find some of the special essence with question marks in them. There's a few types that you can find, and there's a few methods you can get it. You can either get it by looking in chests in different camps and hoping you get lucky, or there is another method of being able to get this stuff. The other method is finding a figurine in any of the camps around the bottom. They're very, very good for finding figurines. And then coming to the Grey Ones pools, which is this location on the map. So the pools with the grey ones, and then you insert the figurine and it will guarantee you a spawn that will give you this stuff, although the good ones come from bosses. So you'd have the boss, you'd fight him, but I'm just showing you for example right now. You'd want to, cut it up, and then you could obtain the greater stuff, which is ideally what you want. There is an additional method to be able to get this nice greater unstable stuff, and even lesser. So coming back to the Maelstrom is another place you can farm this out. In this storm, lightning will come down and spawn creatures around you. So if I was to deactivate Cloak, they tend to spawn a little bit better when you do that. So this creature right here is coming for me right now. If we to get rid of that and just hack it up, you can see when you farm them out, they will drop some of that nice stuff. Now depending on what you kill depends on what you get. So the bosses in the storm, things with 3 skulls on them, will give you better rewards, and these ones will give you less. This could be an easier way of getting the question mark essence stuff. Now back to the Outsider achievement. Now that you've got the Silver Key achievement, you will want to come to a Lice Shrine that you can use, or a Lace Shrine. You definitely want one of the ones without NPCs in it, so like I was discussing earlier, the ones that I pointed out. You want to come here with some hardened steel to build an altar to be able to get this to work. But you want to come in here, make sure you learn this stuff first to be able to do it behind the altar. Then you can bring your hardened stuff in and build one of these. Build a random one, let it craft out, and then we're going to insert any amount of that question mark stuff that you've just obtained. Now, if you're just going for this achievement and you don't care what you kind of get, you just want the achievement, you could just shove anything in, you know. You could shove 2 of those in, get some of that, and just start a very low tier of Surge, and this should give you the achievement by being able to defeat this. So there's going to be several waves on these plates outside. All you need to do is just defeat a Surge summoned item from this Surge. So whatever this brings, you should be able to get this achievement out. So here you go. You could just kill one of these random archers and you should be able to get that achievement, or any of these hyenas. Anything it's brought from the other map in, it should count for this. Now, if you want the other gods achievement, draw forth the most powerful Surge, you actually need to do this event again, and you need to summon it. You don't have to complete it, but I would recommend you do, because you can get some quite nice stuff from it. Pretty much to be able to get this, you need a certain amount of these question mark stuff. So I'm just going to give you an example. The greater, when you put it into this machine, will equal up to 50 of the power. We need 1,000 power to be able to get the most powerful Surge. Lesser equals 1 of these powers, unstable equals 2, and then the shining will equal 100. So in total, you will need 20 greater to get one of these. For the lesser, you will need 1,000 lesser to be able to summon one of these. For unstable, you're going to need 500 of these to be able to do it. And for the shining, you're going to need 10 to be able to do it. So I'll give you an example just to show off what you need to do. We'll shove this in. As you can see, it gives out the amount that we need, the power. And then we need 1,000 of that to be able to activate it, to be able to get this achievement. And there we go, we have 1,000. So if you were to do it like I said with any of the other ones, or if you need to calculate it, calculate how much you have, because you're most likely going to have a random mixture of everything, unless you go for bosses or whatever. The shining I just showed you is from one particular boss that's in the Accursed Citadel. The greater is from Surge bosses, and then the rest is just from regular things like that, or if you get lucky you'll find it in a chest, which you can do very much. So all you need to do to be able to get this achievement, summon it in, and you should be able to get it once it's done its full animation and whatever else. So we'll do its full animation, and then we will get that lovely achievement we need for it. It's a very grindy one of the harder achievements to get, but you should be able to do it without too much trouble in a while. If you have clanmates, of course, it's going to help you a lot getting this achievement, and it will share the achievement also. So here we go. And here we go, summon the most powerful Surge. The next one we're going to be looking at is the Shadow Out of Time. Craft an item using Eldarium. Eldarium you get from vaults, so you should already have a little bit if you've gone in the vaults. And all you want to do is come to a Lace Shrine, because you're actually going to need to learn something to make something with Eldarium first. This is one of the ways you can do it. So you come to here, and then you go to here, and you're going to learn Elder Constructions. And what we're going to do to make it a little bit easier on us is we're going to go ahead and make a delving station. Now, to make a delving bench, you need 30 insulated wood, 38 hardened brick, and 20 Eldarium, but this should be what it takes to be able to get it for you. So you'll need to get the raw Eldarium you get, which kind of looks like a green kind of jade, and smelt it in a furnace to be able to get this normal Eldarium bar. Then go ahead and make this, and that should be able to craft an item using Eldarium. You should be able to get that achievement. Now, if it doesn't give it to you through that, you can always try and delve. So what you'll need to do is stick a hardened steel item or a star metal item in here, whether that be weapons would probably be the easier one to do here. And then you want to add in 50, I think it is these days, Eldarium bars. and then it will give you a blueprint, and then that's another way to craft things with Elderream. You should be able to get the achievement. From Beyond is our next achievement. Memorize 7 sigils at once. So we've already talked about the memory achievement you get, how you get sigils, etc. This is going to be the same protocol, but you have to go to 7 of these vaults instead and eat all of the sigils there. So you need 7 of them, and that only means half of the vaults you actually need. These sigils are actually really good because they give you buffs like higher jumps and stuff, so it's worth doing either way. If you want to go to any of the vaults, so we have Valeria Jill is one, the Drowned, we also have the Harpy, we also have Sanctuary of the Serpent, the Demon Spiders are over here, we have Harbour of the Twice Drowned, we have Refuge of Gremlins over there, we got the Asylum of Fiends, we got the Wolf Brothers here, we also have Bat Demons, there's another Snake Man one here, there's also a Den of the Wolfman here, and then you also have the Asylum of Outsiders in the middle. So those are some of the vaults you can go to. You don't need to go to all of the ones I mentioned, you just need to go to 7 of them and eat the sigils at the end chest. Now you cannot just eat the same one over and over, you can only eat different ones at a time, so of course you go ahead and you eat them all. Like I said, you can't eat the same one, so the Sigil of the Harpy we've already done. I need to eat a different one to be able to get it, but there we go, stack 7 unique sigils. That should give you the achievement that you need. Our next achievement is the Gem in the Tower. Now this one is actually currently bugged as far as I know to my knowledge. Do check the date on this video because it might change by the time you watch it, whenever you watch it. So definitely check that. But right now, at the moment, on the 31st of May is the date of the video. If you cannot see it, it should still be relevant for most of the time unless they add more achievements. But basically, the Gem in the Tower, this place right here, this location on my map, is the bugged one. There's supposed to be a journey pop-up here, which you would get, that comes up. You know, you got like a triangle, you'd usually get one of those ruins things here, and that is what makes the achievement. But right now, it's not popping up, it's bugged, it's gone, so you won't be able to get this achievement until that is fixed. I'm going to pre-warn you on that one. But if it is fixed, then that's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and do this. So you actually, before you go ahead and do this, you might just want to check it out. Come to my location right now. If it pops up for you, then you know you're good to go ahead and do this achievement. But pretty much, this one is the hardest one, and it's because it's going to take the most time. This requires you to explore the entire Isle of SIPTAH. Now, how this used to work is you only needed the mainland, so you should be fine just exploring the mainland parts instead of going down the bottom and getting those parts, although you may still need them, so I will provide them unless they change the terms of this achievement. But how it worked usually was you needed all of these little waypoints around the map to be able to get it. You need to explore all of these areas. So use my map for reference. The only part you need to go in the south that also has one of the things you need is the glowing cavern. That's another one you need, and the other water cave over here. This area counts. It's just these 2 bottom lumps that shouldn't need to count, minus the glowing cavern. The rest of them you'll need to be able to get the achievement. If you're not gotten them by doing all of these, then you'll need to of course come down here and grab the ones down here. But I should have all of the ones that you need via this. I have tested it on several different accounts to be able to try and get the Gem in the Tower, but it does seem to be bugged for now. But at least if you want to get ready for that achievement either way, you can knock all of these out the park by getting all of these locations. It's a lot. There's over 100 different locations that you need to get. But definitely use my map as reference. Take a picture if you need to, or just pause the video here, and then you'll be able to come back here and make sure you've got all of the points of interest, including the one on my player when it does come out. So there you go. Don't count the blue sigils because that's just because I summoned a surge. Just the rest of them that you will need. And there's a shot of the bottom south ones if you do need to collect those locations as well. But in theory, once you've done all of that exploring, you should be able to get the Gem in the Tower, which is exploring the Isle of SIPTAH. So that's all the achievements I have for you today that is currently out. I hope you have a good time going to get them. Some might take longer than others, some chains into each other, but I hope this video helps you anyway. Thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!